Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing great. My name's Angel. In case you don't know, I got a crooked camera here. I'm sure you can tell. Welcome to the Fit and Free Show, where I casually share my enthusiasm with you, sing my songs of life, and check in with my body, check my alignment, hold myself accountable to myself, and hopefully encourage you to check in with yourself, hold yourself accountable with yourself, develop a loving, dynamic, kind, playful, movement-oriented relationship with yourself, with your own body. That's what I'm here to promote, to be about. And today I'm going to do a little work on the floor because that's what I get the camera set up for. And also, look at that wall. That's the back side of the Head Hutt Mega-Sculpture. I wrote a book about it. You can find a link to that down in the description. But I do like to remind you, you don't have to have a hand-built dome or any kind of special outfit. I do happen to have my yoga pants, stretchy pants on today, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I got jeans on, work pants, painting stuff. You'll see me in whatever outfit I have on, whether it's my fancy office clothes or my get down and dirty, ripped up paint and landscaping clothes. And in all cases, I like to remind you and demonstrate via doing it myself that none of those is a good reason to not check in with our alignment. Check that the ears are over the shoulders. Relax those shoulders a little bit. Check that the shoulders are under the hips. Hips are over the ankles unless you're sitting like I am on your sits bones or doing something silly on the floor like I am. Start with a little bit of ankle rotation and balancing since I'm down here on the floor. This is a good position to watch television from if you're into that sort of thing, or just a good way to change up the day, get on the floor and be a little silly. I used to have a whole routine of these. Maybe I'll get back to it because snowboarding season is imminent. Is it? Yes. All right, I had a moment. Not sorry. You're welcome. I'm going to do some spinal rolls. I got my mat down, so I do recommend having at least a little bit of a cushion for spinal rolls, although I've been known to do them on a hard floor. They do feel a lot nicer with just a little bit of carpeting or cushion. In this case, I've got my nice yoga mat, and it's just a nice way to kind of check in with the spine, wake the spine up a little bit. And in my case, I will often notice that I tend to go a little wonky sometimes, side to side. It's just getting a message there from a client. Anyway, it's just a good way to check in with the body and get things moving. Check in with the spine. Do listen to your own body. I'm going to come back to seated and do a little spinal twisting. So, taking a breath or so to root myself into the center of the earth, checking in with those sits bones, hanging myself from the center of the sky. Again, shaking out those shoulders a bit. And I'm going to take right hand to left knee and left hand behind the body and just twist through the spine, up the center of the spine, starting the pelvis, ending with the shoulders and the eyes, all the way from the bottom to the top. Just wringing out those organs, giving everybody a nice squeeze, and then unwinding all of that from the top to the bottom, back to front, shaking it out, and then taking left hand to right knee, right hand to the back of the body, in close to the body there, and twisting again through the center. Forgot my words for just a sec. Through the center, giving all the organs another nice squeeze, nice hug, a nice wringing out. Feeling that in my shoulders today. Just noticing how the two sides are different, how they work together, what's talking to me today. And then unwinding all of that from the top to the bottom. again, shaking that out. I'm going to take the arm across the body. Ooh, just enjoying a nice little dynamic stretch, moving the shoulder up and down, moving the arm up and down. Just exploring that stretch a little bit. Bring that up back, and then bring the right arm across the body. And again, moving the arm up and down with the other arm. Moving the shoulder up and down with that arm. Just exploring that stretch in different ways. Because that feels good to me. Seeing where it feels a little sticky, where it feels supple. It's got a lot of heat today. I've been contending with a lot of flares in my arms. I'm going to bring my hands behind the back and pressing palms together, rolling shoulders and elbows together, lifting the chest and the eyes, getting a nice stretch through the front. Still trying to stay rooted in those sits bones a little bit. And then I'm going to round forward, aiming my forehead for my ankles and lifting those arms. Just giving that some time to unwind. I got a lot of tension in there. Giving that a side-to-side twist. Just getting into that releasing sensation there. And then releasing all of that. Coming back up to upright. Shake that out. Let's give a little hand rotation. Some heavy sighs if you feel like it. You have permission to sigh and move about the cabin. Giving hand rotations the other way. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Breathing in on the way up. Exhaling on the way down. Let's reverse that. Still breathing in on the way up. Down and back. Exhaling. Shaking that out. Ooh. Close to having some clap snaps. It's kind of my test for being on my game. I got some Lift Me Up blend here. This is a special aromatherapy blend that I make myself and sell in my Etsy store. And you can find a link to it in the description down there. And it is great for doing just that. Lifting up the vibration. It has a lot of citrus oils in it. Several citrus oils and some rose geranium. I blend it myself. It's also got some, I make two versions. This is the version that is not diluted. That's what I thought. It's quite strong. Use just one drop at a time. I have another version that is in either coconut oil or jojoba oil if you prefer your aromatherapy blends already diluted. In any case, check out the link down there to my Etsy store if you're interested in that or some of my other products. I thank you if you are supporting me and this channel. And until next time, peace.